So here's a story that I came across, and I think you're going to find this quite interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, lay it on me, right?
Is that a picture of Sinead O'Connor on the side?
It is.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Good start.
Good. All right, let me get rid of us.
Did you say I always said like Sinead, but should it just be Sinead?
No, it's Sinead.
Okay.
It's Gaelic names are fucking
Gotcha.
Siobhan is Siobhan,
Okay.
There's a lot of them actually. I just saw Stephen Colbert went through a list of names with somebody.
Speaking of which, look at this Gaelic on the screen right now.
Yeah, all right. So,
look at this guy.
here we go.
Guy? Yeah?
Yeah, so let me just
Can people see this?
Grindr murder.
Okay,
yes. Yeah. Could Kevin Bacon's death have been prevented? Now, first things first. The man's name is Kevin Bacon.
Okay, perfect. That's not the real name, right? I mean,
Yes.
Okay, I mean that's not unbelievable, but
Yeah. But the fact
It's
that
not
he's
just
embroiled in this insane story and his name is Kevin Bacon.
perfect. Yeah.
To me, struck me as like, this is a simulation.
I dig it.
We
yeah, right.
are living in a fucking simulation. So, apparently, this gentleman, Kevin Bacon, let's
A Grindr murder.
Yes,
Could Kevin
could.
Bacon's death have been prevented?
When Kevin Bacon, 25, matched with Mark Latunsky on Christmas Eve, he didn't know that in the past 3 months, 2 men had called the cops on Latunsky for chaining them in his basement.
Okay, also Christmas Eve. You don't have anything better to do?
Okay, yeah. Now this is where the story gets. Yeah, this is where it gets very interesting. All right, so let's go through this. It was supposed to be a quick hookup. Meet the guy, have sex, go back home.
On Christmas Eve.
Around 5 p.m. on December 24th, 2019, in Schwartz Creek, Michigan, a suburb about 20 minutes southwest of Flint, Kevin Bacon, a 25-year-old hairdresser, headed out to meet a guy he met on Grindr, the dating and hookup app for predominantly gay, bisexual, and transgender men.
Can you imagine how mad somebody would be if there was like actually a woman just who identifies as a man?
Yeah, on
and he's like trying to hook up with a guy, and he gets
They're like,
there,
"No,
it's
dude.
what the fuck?" It's like, no, I'm
into
a guy.
guys.
I'm
Well,
a
I am
guy.
a guy.
Come on.
No, but you have a pussy.
What?
No, that's not what I like. And
Right.
then they'd be like, "Yeah, that would be
They immediately turn Republican. You know? That's how a Republican is created.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the pressure cooker in which fucking Republicans are born.
That's where they come from.
That's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
conservatism lies in wait for all of us.
Okay.
All right. So so Bacon was upset. Now that's a weird don't use that as a sentence. Say Kevin. Bacon was upset.
Yeah, you're just trying to be funny.
Just be an idiot.
Yeah.
He was having family problems.
That does look like really dumb as a sentence.
Yeah.
Bacon was upset.
He was upset. All right.
Just like a dog that could learn how to speak English, trying to describe like his problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go back to us real quick, and I'm gonna take a quick hit of this because I need to be a little bit baked for this.
okay. Cool.
Because I just read the sentence. Bacon was upset.
I know. This
So-
is very strange.
Yeah.
You know, as we've seen, the literary prowess of a lot of these publications.
Yeah,
has,
especially out of
been on the
somewhere
decline.
south of Flint.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is Rolling Stone magazine, so
It's
all right. Which tells you a lot right now.
yeah.
All right,
it's kind
let's
of like
go
a literary desert. Yeah.
All right. Bacon was upset. He was having family problems, says Michelle Myers. Now, here's another thing. Michael Myers?
Uh-huh.
You get Kevin Bacon and Michelle Myers, basically Michael Myers,
Right.
embroiled in this fucking murder story out of...
And don't even get me started on the clear numerology going on.
Yes.
Here. Yeah. We probably add these together. And I remember watching those videos.
reduce
And
them
it's just
down
like,
to their common denominator.
wait, you do this, and then you just cut it in
and
half.
it all goes to 9.
It's
The
9.
universe is 9. Okay, so
Which stands for
Michelle
Satan
Myers.
for some reason, because it turned it upside down. It's a 6.
Yes.
Remember how dumb those were?
I remember.
Okay.
I was way into
Gematria, I think it was called.
All right. He was having family problems, says Michelle Myers, a longtime friend and Bacon's roommate. After finishing work that afternoon at the salon across from his home, he met up with his sister and mother to do their hair. He learned from them that someone he didn't want to see was coming for dinner, according to a text message. He looked for distraction. He went on Grindr. Now, this seems like...
Why are they making excuses for him?
Yeah, this seems like just hearing somebody was going to come to dinner that you didn't want to see is not really exactly a reason to go fucking anonymous dude.
Like,
I don't know.
dude, I don't.
I don't know if those are too archaic.
I don't want to interact with this guest. Like, God,
I need some indiscriminate gay sex.
being
right
uncomfortable makes me horny.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
this is just, it doesn't make the correlation. I don't see how they're
It's
connecting.
a weird
that. It's a
thing. Yeah.
It's a leap.
It's a weird thing to say.
It's a leap. All right, so he went on Grindr. Fine. Meyer and the other of Bacon's friends said that this wasn't abnormal behavior for Kevin. Like many young men, he often bragged to his friends about his casual relationships. But he also used sex to escape his problems, his friends say. Among those problems...
They're just describing a normal person.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah. So, among those problems, he hated being in the suburbs, slow town or something. You may come here, just whatever. So he didn't like his town. Standing over 6 feet with a husky build, Bacon's flamboyant style stood out among the droves of suburbanites. Somehow I doubt that, since everyone just does whatever the fuck they want nowadays. But
dude, yeah.
that's fine.
Where does it say where exactly?
This was somewhere south of Flint, Michigan.
Okay, you said that. Yeah, then it's not. Dude, I've been there. This is not.
Yeah, this is
dude,
not.
do you know how weird it is there? Actually, now that I think about it, like anywhere between there and even to Detroit, Ann Arbor, where
I
like
lived in
Michigan's
Detroit,
a weird
but-
fucking place. There's a lot of weird looking people walking around. There's no way this guy was like the fucking cream of the crop in that area. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Okay, these people are being mean in the chats, and I won't
About
have
what?
it. I, for one, will not have it. But let's just try to get... So this gets weird. It's already weird. There's a Kevin Bacon and a Michelle Myers. But okay. When he got back to the apartment, he shared with Myers that Christmas Eve, he decided to look for a date. During this time, scrolling on his
Now
phone...
it's a date.
He and his roommate discussed her plans for the evening, a game night, and some drinks at a friend's place. He eventually found a guy who lived nearby. Bacon got ready and left in his car shortly after 5 p.m., according to his roommate. A Nest doorbell camera captured him walking out the door. He never came home. The next day, after he missed Christmas breakfast with his family, his father called the police. For 3 days, friends and family and authorities looked for Bacon. The local news stations tagged along with the search. Friends came in from Flint and other nearby towns to scout railroads, bushes, and farmlands. They thought if he were dead, he would be at least in a field.
It says brushes. It should say bushes.
Yeah, brushes.
But yeah.
At least he'd be in a field somewhere or out in the open. I don't really understand what the fuck that means. That's good?
He would be at least in a field somewhere?
Yeah.
This is such a
thank
strangely written article.
It's
dude.
very
Like,
weird, right?
Yeah.
But while people searched open fields, Kevin was underground, strung up in the basement of a stone cottage in a
Yikes.
rural area about 20 miles out of town with his throat slit.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it took a dark turn from Bacon and Myers to
I like how
this shit, right?
They couch his like motivations for getting on the app in the first place in like this like
Yeah,
little
like,
pillow of assumption.
yeah,
and
like,
it's
my
and then
uncle's
by the
coming in
way,
town and he
strung
doesn't
up with
like
his
me.
throat slit. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't have softened that blow a little bit.
Yeah.
Jesus
Came
Christ!
fucking out of left field, right? Now I
roller
feel
coaster, dude.
Yeah, this is a roller coaster of a fucking story.
Holy shit!
Okay, so
this guy got fucking like serial killed, basically.
So yeah, the alleged assailant was his date. Mark quit
Latunsky.
calling it a date. It was a hookup, if anything. Mark Latunsky, who would quickly confess to the crime. But the details of his murder were more gruesome than his worried loved ones could imagine.
You know, really, it didn't say they went out to dinner or something. You know what I mean?
It's not a date. He went to get
Would a
and got
woman
strung up? It's horrible.
Would a woman ever call that a date?
No.
Then it doesn't count.
It's a hookup.
Yeah.
So, like many suburban towns on the outskirts of tertiary cities, Schwartz Creek is notable for its simplicity. Blah, blah, shut up. Driving in, you pass through acres of farmland. Population 5,500. The city brims over with strip malls and country-style restaurants. A 33-mile tributary to the town. Okay, so a couple miles more, passing the dollar stores, dive bars, and strip malls.
Sounds like a wonderful place.
And you come to a large mall.
And by the way, I
Genesee.
guarantee you there's also some of those like apocalyptic road sign things that's like
Oh,
one word every 10
Yeah.
seconds around there. Yeah. Michigan is full of that. Yeah.
So, okay, so he was a hairstylist, whatever. He started at JCPenney's. They're just trying to kind of give a really, humanize him and stuff.
Yeah.
which I get.
Let's not aid in that.
The job was a calling for him. In high school, he tested out of hairdos, da-da-da. So he
kidding,
became a hairdresser. This is not the meat of the story, really, guys, is it? So I don't know why we're staying so... he had gotten into his dream school, Eastern...
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever.
so let's get to the meat.
where the fuck they go on and on and on about
Yeah,
this.
really. But he had a troubled side, too.
There we go.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
okay. According to his friends, Bacon had a history of depression and body image issues, sometimes spiraling to the point of causing self-harm.
Is that unique even? That's not
No,
really.
not
I mean,
really.
that's like fucking half our generation.
He would eat his emotions, alternating between starving himself and binging, or cut himself on his legs and arms.
Sure.
And he was triggered into dangerous situations. Myers, his roommate, remembered going to see A Star Is Born. She says he was out of it after watching the hanging scene. The next day, he overdosed on pills and had to get his stomach pumped, according to text messages between her and Bacon's mother.
Yeah, overdosed on pills.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also, from watching a movie, you might just be unstable. If
Yeah.
you're triggered into...
I'm just saying there are other reasons he might.
Yeah, he might have just been...
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, a month later,
Very juvenile.
Bacon cut himself so many times. Okay, so these failed relationships pushed him deeper into depression. We get this. Okay, so what happened to him? When Bacon visited...
I don't know. This is a...
Maybe it was the gory details of the case that drew media attention, or his famous name that made it such a compelling story. The murder drew international headlines, and it didn't take long for local outlets to find out that there might have been signs this was coming. Bacon was a third man, it turned out, who had allegedly been attacked by Latunsky.
In the original headline, they suggested this could have been prevented. Are we
Yes,
going to
so
get
I
into
think
some
that's-
kind of pre-crime area like we usually
I
do
don't
with stuff
know.
like this? Let's see here, because
Yeah.
usually the suggestion is going to be
We saw this.
there was this or that warning sign if somebody was monitoring and blah-de-blah-de, right?
Yeah,
Because you see that with like mass shooters
For sure.
always when they're like, hey, you know, if only there was an agency assigned to
Yes.
predict crime. Like,
Yeah, try to guess at what we're going to do.
yeah,
and then
because
bust us for it.
Because that's not going to get out of hand.
No.
Immediately.
Of course not.
All right, so where do they go with this?
All right.
Um, so this is the other guys he killed.
Yeah.
James
On October
Carlson.
10th, 2019, James Carlson, 48, called 911 claiming that he'd been kidnapped and awoken in a basement. I met this guy, Carlson.
This is his 911 call. These are not pertinent details either.
Yeah, well,
Because
Carlson
everyone
said
in
on
this
the
is an
phone,
idiot.
exasperated. I'm bi. He's cute. He hit on me. I don't know. We went out to the car and talked. We went to the store, had a soda. I woke up in the basement.
Just okay. You could have skipped that whole middle part. I'm in a fucking basement. Can
Yeah.
Can you help me out here?
Don't.
Like,
Yeah, I'm not judging you right now, Bun.
Yeah.
Carlson told the operator he'd been chained up and freed himself using a butcher knife to cut off the leather strap that bound his wrist. Well, that's not a chain then, is it? He's strapped up then. Anyways.
Yeah.
He escaped the house, butcher knife in hand, and stole his captor's car keys before running down Tyrell Road.
Oh, when I first read that, I thought he fucking got in a car and ran
him
over a
down.
guy named
Yeah.
Tyrell.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this guy really needs to go back to fucking
fucking-
English 101 to learn how to write.
Ran down Tyrell Road, a 3-mile stretch that runs parallel to Interstate 69. Okay.
I've never had anything like this happen. He told about it within 10 minutes. Okay, soon a fuller version. Okay, this.
What are you trying to get to?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to find this guy's crime. So apparently 2 people fucking said that they were chained in this guy's basement.
Oh, there should have been.
So there should have been an investigation.
Yeah, there should have been further there should have been further investigation. There should have been further follow up. Just some basic police work, some basic follow up. I think could have changed. Yeah, this goes back to like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, where there's probably police departments that are like, "Oh, you crazy gay."
Yeah, exactly.
Here,
like, is it? Part of that.
Well, I mean, because it does seem like, dude, like this happens once in a while where people just do like, dating sites or whatever the fuck kind of murders, and it's like you're gonna get caught eventually. I mean, you're leaving a giant trail. You know what I mean? And especially this guy doesn't. I don't know what the details are, but it's pretty hard to fucking to cover your trail when you're meeting people on apps. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure somebody can do it, but
yeah, I would.
It would be difficult, I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's just go to the fucking actual story. How about this?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
There we go. Let's a little more
fast track
brevity
this
for
thing.
God's sakes. Yeah, let's just go because this is what actually happened. I thought
This
other
is the guy?
story- Yeah, this is the dude. Now,
Okay.
smiling.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years ago, much of the state was shocked by grisly details in the murder and cannibalism of a Michigan man on Christmas Day.
Oh, I see what you're trying to get to now.
This week, the
ate
man
him.
charged killing and eating now charged with people.
Yeah.
You're fucking writers.
Yeah.
This week, the man charged with killing and eating part of Kevin Bacon has pleaded guilty. Matt Latunsky pleaded guilty on Thursday, September 22nd, just 3 weeks before he was due to go to trial on charges of murder and mutilation of a dead body. He was found competent to stand trial after authorities say he murdered 25-year-old Kevin Bacon and was due to... Okay, so...
It's going over the story again.
Yeah, but apparently...
Court documents reveal disturbing details about how Kevin died.
Police said he was found naked, hanging upside down from the ceiling of the home. Latunsky later admitted to police that after he stabbed Kevin, slit his throat, and then hung him with a rope from the rafters. He also said he cut off a portion of his genitalia and ate it.
Do you have any idea how much effort that would be?
Insane.
To fucking sling a guy out that size up? I mean, he was a big dude. Like, how the fuck did he had to have a pulley system going on, I would think. I guess you throw the rope up over the rafter, you make like a slip knot, you get it around his feet, whatever you do, and then you fucking
hoist
it.
Yeah, maybe you actually have a pulley.
Or you actually rig this, you have it set up ahead of time. That would be the responsible thing, is you actually have like a pulley system rigged up ahead of time. But that's still, I don't know. It's pretty difficult shit, dude.
So anyways, that was, you know what? That was the gist of it. I just I thought this story was crazy because.
But where do we get to the pre-crime thing? What were they talking about?
Oh yeah, we can go back to them.
Whatever. Nah, I think everybody's pretty bored of this by now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No. But yeah. So basically, let's wrap this up in a nutshell, or no, wrap this up in a bow. Mm-hmm. There was a gay hairdresser named Kevin Bacon living somewhere outside of Flint, Michigan, who found out his uncle that he didn't like was going to come to Christmas dinner, got mad, decided to, in light of this new news, go on Grindr, have an anonymous gay hookup, found a man in the area willing to fuck that night, went to this man's house,
by the way,
promptly
looked like
stabbed, had his throat slit, and hoisted into the basement rafters, where the man cut off his balls and ate them, and planned on eating the rest of his body. And then also the guy, I remember he said that he was also planning to use his flesh and bones and blood to nourish his plants. And then the cops came, and the guy readily admitted. He was just like, "Oh yeah, he's in my basement."
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
So he's just
like,
fucking.
Yeah, he's just an insane. Yeah.
Fucking actual nutcase lunatic. Huh?
Yeah.
And he looked just kind of like a lumberjack with radiation poisoning. It's kind of hard to believe like anybody of any type ever wanted to hang out with this guy. Can we look at him one more time?
Yeah. Let's go over by. Let's go look at Latunsky. That's his name. Latunsky. How would you pronounce that? Come on, there we go.
I wouldn't. You know why? Because I don't want to give him the satisfaction of glorifying his actions in the media. Let's that's our responsibility with a case like this,
guys. That's the man. And this is his mugshot after being.
I don't know. Does he look? He looks crazy now that we know what he's done. But maybe if you just saw him walk down the street, would he look crazy?
No, but if you know that this is his mugshot after being arrested on charges of murder and cannibalism.
He looks
and
like he's got like a wholesome, satisfied smile.
Yeah,
he does. He looks like he's watching his kids open Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like he just like finished a project and he's like sitting down to enjoy a pipe.
Yeah, he's admiring a walnut table that he just finished.
Yeah, that he just finished burnishing.
Right. Yeah, a nice piece of burl he's about to start working on.
Yeah, he found a nice piece of burl wood in his stack.
He is one of these assholes that makes a table with one of those hand fucking shavers and shit. You know
yeah. That's what he did. That's what he was doing. He, I guess he killed this guy in a very, antiquated way.
He's a DIYer for sure. You've got to be in that thing. You know, you can't bring in a lot of outside help in a project like
but you could definitely use modern technology. You know what I mean? A gun.
Yeah. Or like,
a cattle prod.
Did you have to? Imagine the compulsion too, the effort that you have to go through to hang somebody. Like that's a big part of it for him was he needed that guy upside down.
Yeah, well, he bled him.
It's not complete.
You cut throat.
You know what? He's obviously a hunter.
Down. Yeah, that's what he did.
It's about dehumanizing the victim.
He was
treating him like a deer. I think that's what it's about.
Or it was just trying to be pragmatic and get that skin.
Yeah, the skin is the most.
If you want the meat, you want the skin.
That's just Dennis.
Yeah, that's a Dennisism. If anyone didn't catch that, you're an idiot.
The skin is the most interesting part of any animal.
It's the most interesting part of any animal.
We both identify with a lot of that stuff. I think it is that though. I think because like there's a whole segment of killers that need to like post-mortem dehumanize, and that seems like a very clear like I'm just gonna do him like I do my deer, and he probably
let's look at his picture again.
cut back straps off him,
I-
and he ate his genitals. Huh?
Yeah, he ate his balls, apparently his testicles.
Now, do you do that with a deer?
Do I?
I'm sure somebody-
You goddamn right I do.
I mean,
Vinny?
the first kill, obviously.
Yeah, the first kill, I suck his balls.
Right.
I blow him.
How many?
Before he's dead.
I gotta keep. That's the challenge.
Yeah,
you gotta
you gotta
mortally
keep him-
wound him and make him come before he dies. That's how you become a man. After all, Tom is Native American.
Yeah,
They're
that's
weird.
there's a lot of customs that are not going to be understood
It's
by
such
your
a precise thing you have
by
to do.
your outside world
By my
vantage
Puritan
point.
kinda like
your
European-
your
yeah.
cloistered idiocy.
Right. Well, no, that's what I'm trying to understand.
I know. Yeah. So
I'm not
first of all,
I'm
the
not judging
first
you.
kill, you suck them off, you lick their balls, you make them come as they die. The second one, you have to eat the testicles. Second kill.
Okay.
First of all, you have to kill them though with your dick.
That's the second time.
That's
Yeah.
the same-
You have to
the challenge is get fucking So you have to kill them with your dick and then eat their balls.
Okay. Now
And then this is it. Yeah, you're on your way to manhood at that point.
talk about it. And see that now. This transgender nonsense wouldn't have flown back in your Native American days
Absolutely not.
when you were growing up on the prairie.
there were names
was-
for that. There were, I think, dude. Honestly, now I'm gonna jump out of this bit real quick, but yeah, I think there was
that's
something
fine,
like
man. We
to.
can just take
I
our-
think that like the transgender sort of effeminate. I think they were actually a lot of times the medicine men. I've heard.
Supposedly,
Because
now
they-
I've
they
heard
saw-
tell of this in a lot of those like videos where liberals and conservatives will argue about this. The liberals will always bring up, well, in Native American culture, there was like 5 genders or whatever.
Yes.
And is that true?
From what I've seen, yeah,
Huh, okay.
somebody that was said to be able to walk between the male and female were like thought to have access to like higher realms and
Somebody
and,
who has like conquered the like trappings.
Yes.
Of,
Yeah. So
human
maybe
gender.
that's where we're going. And we've derailed, Luke says. Tony Johnson laughing at us. Now let's get back to the third.
Well, we were done with the murderer.
rite.
This is what we always
yeah,
do.
the third rite of initiation.
Oh, okay.
In any good